Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily commodity update. We'll take a look at all the different sectors. I'll give you my financial opinion of what's going on. It looks pretty strong today. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of very big numbers across the board in a lot of the holdings, which is good, especially if you're a Finding Value website Platinum member. We loaded up on the right stuff these past couple of question and answer sessions, the past couple of midweek updates. I'm going to do another midweek update today. If you're interested, the description link's in below, and we'll give you an update of where I think the best opportunities are going on right now. So let's dive in here, and I'll give you my financial opinion. The dollar is heading lower. What's going on there? Dollar lower. Is this the top where we start to head lower in the dollar? Now, I'm not going to say that I know, but I can tell you this. When I see increasing interest rates, when I see the Fed did raise interest rates 0.75 basis points today, usually I see the dollar go down in this type of environment with an inflationary environment, increasing interest rates, and a tailwind behind commodities in general. That's what I see. And we hit this upper channel right here going on up, and I do think that will go down for some period of time. And the 10-year yield also went lower. That is a little confusing, I guess. We increase interest rates and the 10-year yield drops a little bit. But either way, are yields going to come down? Are they doing some sort of bond buying yield curve control package? I don't know. But it looks like everywhere, declining dollar, declining 10-year yield is a positive for precious metals. It is a positive. I'm just going to pull up the TYX, which is the 30-year, and the 30-year is falling at a much slower rate than the 10-year, which means that the 30-year is moving up in relationship to the 10-year. And this is, I think, maybe the beginning of a bull market here in precious metals. We've got the right environment and the right signals right now happening for precious metals bull run and uranium and oil and all those awesome commodities. The CRB index heading higher. We've got the broken down trend. Looks fantastic. We just broke out of this zone right there to the upside. We're seeing that across the board. I'll show you in a couple of other charts what that looks like. Gold finishing strong today, looking strong, is strong. What I like about this is we've got nice big buying pressure here, the small selling pressure, and then another large up candlestick. That is good for what I consider to be a changing market conditions for a move higher. Looks really solid. Silver also getting the nod to go forward. It looks good. We're sitting on support. We've broken the downtrend line. We went sideways a little bit. Like I said before, this is the time to be looking. This is the time to be AKA sprinkle master. And then we got platinum. Platinum also being strong today, following in the footsteps in gold and silver. Or maybe platinum was leading, but that also looks good. Nice, good bullish engulfing there. Big up candlesticks, smaller down candlesticks. That is an indication of a potential move higher. That's what it looks like. XAU to gold ratio, it's still playing with this line. It's turtle heading out. It's peeking out saying, hey, look, mining stocks, we're here. Hello, maybe we should do some sprinkling. That's what it's saying. Looking at GDX, GDX is also playing with that line. It's got more than a head out. It's got a body out. Its arms out, peeking past that trend line. This is a spot to be looking. This is the spot to be looking. SILJ, another one that's also on support, breaking out today. You know what I say there? That looks fantastic. That looks fantastic, and you should be taking the opposite stance of everyone else. And even if we get a small down day tomorrow and get a little bloody nose, it's okay, guys. Don't be afraid. You're part of the channel, become part of the website. You'll know what bloody noses are. I talk about them all the time. Coming on down, looking at crude oil. They're not holding crude oil back, guys. They can't. It's too strong. Strategic Petroleum Reserve releases or not, this looks ready to do a launch fest, maybe 2022, 2023, whatever it is. It looks good. We're peeking our head out. We're turtle heading out. Hopefully the momentum can continue. I'm seeing some monster numbers on some of the companies that I own. Natural gas didn't fare as well, but I don't think the fight is over in natural gas. I think that we could hit our head, maybe do a loop, something on the lines of a loop. We already did this loop. We're looking for a breakout. Will it happen before fall? I don't know. Fall time frame is usually the weakest time frame throughout the year for natural gas. XOP, yeah, you know me, heading higher, looking strong, is strong, being strong. It looks good. And hopefully that momentum can continue into tomorrow and we continue higher. Looking at the energy service companies, OIH also finishing strong, looking strong, ending strong. I like it. It looks really good. If we back out, get a bigger picture view, we're putting a big fat hammer pattern right on the double resistance or right on the double support lines down here. We're putting that big hammer candlestick, and we haven't broken this big downtrend line yet. We kind of came up, we were slapping it in the face, came back down, and I think eventually we're gonna rip it at some point. The money flows will come over to oil to energy service companies, and I've got a whole bunch of good energy service companies. If you guys want them on the Finding Value website, description link below. I got a whole bunch. Looking at uranium. So we're going to go straight to the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. Like I said, we've got a downtrend line break. We've got the bullish engulfing, and that's the spot I would be looking. What to gravitate here is this is what started the move. It was a false breakdown. It's a bullish engulfing, and I call this the slingshot cheetah. The slingshot cheetah, and what that is it basically you get a support line. You dip below it, you get a nice good bullish engulfing, maybe a bullish piercing, maybe a hammer pattern and a bullish engulfing like we have here. And what it does is it comes up, it breaks, comes back, and then slingshots higher. That is the slingshot cheetah pattern, and it's doing it right now. URNM also looking good, finishing quite strong today. Downtrend line break. So the move started here. That is where you should be buying it, is in this vicinity here, at that bullish engulfing that I've got circled right here. That's where your entry point is. That's an early entry point, little bit below the trend line, the support line, resistance line, trend line, and it's a slingshot. Boom. Moving higher. CCJ breaking the downtrend line, slingshotting higher. It is flinging on higher, finishing strong, looking strong, is strong. That looks really good. And don't get discouraged if we have a retest or if we get a little bit of a pullback after this large move. I like the volume too. It looks good. Good earnings. It's looking good, guys. The uranium sector is looking really good right now. Scrolling on down, TAN, which is a solar company, this actually looks good to moonshot. As weird as it sounds, it looks good to moonshot, guys. It looks solid. That's TAN. I've got some money in it. I am heavily exposed to uranium, and that's kind of where my money has gone, but this looks good too, and it has a lot of leverage. And I've got a bunch of solar companies that are potential investments. COPX, again, we're bouncing off that support line, getting buying pressure today. It's looking a lot better. Broken downtrend, moving sideways on support. Looks good to potentially move higher for that. Coming on down here, looking at rare earth metals. Rare earth metals breaking out of this descending wedge to the upside. We had the slingshot cheetah pattern where it breaks down to the downside, gets everybody scared, puts in a bullish engulfing. There's your entry point, and then bam. We bought this entry point on the Finding Value website right here. I like it. Lithium. Lithium about to break its downtrend line, little trend line here, resistance line. We've got the bullish engulfing here. Looks good. Looks good for a move higher. I like it a lot. And there's a couple of companies I like in lithium space. So S&P 500 looks good to go higher. Nice solid move here. Nice strong finish. And the U.S. Composite Index also finishing strong off this support line. Coming down, look at XHB. I thought we were in a housing bubble. What's going on here? Broken down trend line moving higher? And then this is basically a reversal bottom here where we broke out of this large resistance line, came back up, came back down, and it looks like we want to go higher here, guys. I thought home builders weren't good. I thought we were in a housing bubble, everybody. Why are these going to go up? Well, markets don't lie, I guess. Here's lumber. Lumber is low. It looks like it's trying to put in a little bottom here. This is a very elevated state, guys. This is not a cheap area. We are consolidating in this area at a very high level. Coming on down, we've got cocoa futures. Yeah, we're doing the retest move on the trend line. We've got wheat. Wheat futures are looking better. We're trying to break out of that downward trend line. It's looking a lot better. We've got soybeans moving higher. That looks good. And we've got corn. Now, corn, I don't consider these to be that strong. I'm not in the camp that I'm in the soft commodities as much. I'm much more so in precious metals and energy. But these still look all right. Copper is definitely heading higher here. Perhaps this recession is done for. And all of this bottom is in, and we're starting to move higher. It does look a lot better than a lot of other things. Moo, looking at Moo. Moo moving higher, moving higher, moving higher, and breaking, turtle heading out a little bit. We need to close up here, get moving to the upside. I think it looks a lot better than what it used to. Aluminum still moving sideways. Again, I think it looks fine. There are companies that look really good that could potentially move a lot higher. And then we got the Baltic Dry Index. It didn't fare as well, at least from the index itself, but the companies did rocket higher. Some of my favorites are looking quite good. So that's what we've got for today, guys. I think everything looks pretty solid. Lots of downtrend line breaks. Oil looking good. Uranium definitely looking good. And copper is firming up. Rare earth metals is breaking to the upside. Lithium's looking good. It's a plethora of options, guys. And if you need help navigating all this stuff, sign up to the Platinum membership in the description link below. That will get you some help. I'm going to do a midweek update today. I'll release that tonight for you guys. And you'll see what companies I think are the best value at this time and where I would be adding. All right, guys. We'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.